This episode of the Golf Gambling Podcast from the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog. Underdog is hooking up new customers. Play just $5 to get $100 in bonus funds when you sign up with code GOLF SGPN. Gear up for the holidays at the SGPN merch store. Their perfect gift for the DJ in your life. Promo code HOLIDAY for 25% off. Yes, everything, even our Golf Gambling Podcast merch. We're also brought to you by Novig. Let me make sure my mic is working. All right, perfect. We're brought to you by Novig. Novig is America's #1 sports prediction market. You're getting their best prices since they are a market and not a book. Available in 35 plus states. Download the Novig app and get $50 when you spend $5 if you use our promo code SGPN. Get in on the action with Novig promo code SGPN. Also with Underdog, it's your home for pick'em entries where you can win up to 5,000x. Underdog's got a brand new offer for customers. Like I said, play just $5 and get up to $100 in bonus funds when you use promo code GOLF SGPN. We're back. RSM Classic DFS picks, last event of the FedEx Cup fall, but don't worry, we'll be back in December with some of those weird events. The team event, there's a co-ed team event, and then there's the event in at Albany in the Bahamas, Tigers event. I forget what that's called. I don't know why I'm blanking on that event, but we'll do shows for that, small shows for that. But let's get right into the DFS leaderboard, DFS odds board. Sorry, we have few guys at the top of this DFS board. Harris English, Michael Thorbjornsen, Siwoo Kim, all priced over $10,000. And when I was first looking at this board, I was kind of shocked that Michael Thorbjornsen would be the second highest priced golfer. I mean, I know he's up there on the odds board, but I really thought we'd get like those Brian Harmons and Denny McCarthy's of the world up higher. With that being said, I really think Michael Thorbjornsen is the pick up here to start your lineups if you want to go with someone in this $10,000 range. I don't think he's going to be overly chalky because he is priced as the second highest golfer, but he's been playing more than any of these other guys. I get Harris English as a Ryder Cupper. I get he's from this area of the country, but you ask Thorbs, like, the courses that he's played well on in his career, it's courses where you have to drive it fairly straighter and then really mint wedges, and that's what you're gonna get around Sea Island. So, Michael Thorbjornsen is my pick. Siwoo Kim, I think, is a very high risk, high reward pick. He makes sense on these styles of courses, but he could also miss the cut. I would probably not touch Harris English because the ceiling that you're gonna get at 10.5, I think you could find at 8-9. So, but Michael Thorbjornsen is my guy up here, so he'll be the first guy I select in this lineup. 9K range, we have Rico Hoey all the way down to Alex Smalley. I don't mind Rico Hoey at all. We know what he's going to do. He's going to hit the ball really well, really long, really straight, and it's just going to come down to the putter. If you want to go to him, great. If not, no beef. He's kind of, I feel like, lukewarm about him. Nothing crazy. Who I do really like in this 9K range is towards the bottom. Thorbjorn Olesen, $9,200. He plays really well in Birdie Fest, and he's playing a ton of golf. I really like the guys who are playing a ton of golf right now, and Thorbjorn is doing that. So he's probably my favorite play in this entire 9K range. But if I had to pick someone towards the top, it probably would be that Rico Hoey. I don't want to play Brian Harmon, $9,600. I think it's a good price, but I think his price is so good that he's going to be chalky. Like he's just gonna garner too much ownership, and I would just hope for a T21 finish, be a successful fade for a potentially chalky Brian Harmon. JT Poston, Denny McCarthy. If I had to pick one of those, it probably would be Denny. This is just a simple Denny golf course. Don't think he's gonna win, but can surely finish T7 after a great first round. Daniel Berger hasn't played in a while, but he played really well at this event last year. The surfaces that he prefers, Bermuda, so it makes sense. And then Alex Smalley, he just has solo dog. To finish top 10, sure. To do anything more than that, probably not. I like him for DFS. I don't like him for the betting market. So therefore, I guess I'm in on Alex Molly. I'm gonna leave this range for now. I'm not gonna select anyone. Favorite play in this range is Thorbjorn Olesen, though. Fade Brian Harmon. 8K range, we have Chris Kirk down to Bud Cauley. And I'll say right now, I absolutely love Bud Cauley at $8,000. He's played well here in his career, and this is a golf course that Bud Cauley makes sense with on paper. He's going to hit fairways, going to have probably a good iron week, and he's great on Bermuda. Remember, he played really well at the Players, played well at the Honda Classic in his career. So I really like Bud Cauley to kind of not be touched too much and make a ton of sense. Nico Echeverria always going to be popular. He's finally getting priced where he should be. I don't mind Keith Mitchell, $8,200. I think he's an unserious golfer for sure, but at $8,200, we know he has a top 10, top 5 ceiling. He's a guy to be the first round leader and then finish T9 without being in contention. So I'm down for Keith Mitchell, $8,200. Really use that driver. We've seen guys have aggressive drivers and then have hot putters play well here. The last 2 years, Ludwig and Maverick, they did it with their driver and they did it with their putter. Also, you can have guys who are accurate off the tee and have good iron weeks. No matter what, you're going to have a hot putter. But Keith's one guy I think is going to go under the radar. No one's really going to want to play him. And he could definitely pop for a good week. A fade in this range for me is Michael Brennan, $8,400. He continues to get priced probably where he should be, but week after he won in Utah, he's showing some flaws, showing some signs, and that's not to his fault. That's golf. You get hot for a certain period of time, and then you kind of falter off. And watching him on TV, he's in these featured groups now. I'm seeing Michael Brennan have some lesser week. So he's going to be my fade at $8,400 towards the top of this 8K range. I would probably go with no one until I see Davis Thompson. Vince Willie's also a fade. He's playing a ton of golf in the fall right now, but I just think this price is too high for what Vince Willie really brings to the table. Davis Thompson is not going to be clicked too much, but I'm in on Davis Thompson at a macro level. Play him. He's a future top 10 player in the world. Have to pick one guy in this range. I'll go with Keith Mitchell right here. Then we'll circle back when we need to. 7K range, 6K range, then we'll build it. We'll do the 7K range in 2. Mackenzie Hughes down to Jesper Svensson, and I love Jesper Svensson. He is a golfer who will bring that driver putter build to the table. He's doing those two things really well right now, and he's also showing some nice approach life. He can get really hot on the green, be aggressive with the driver. I love more Ryan Gerard. He is a golfer that I'm going to click, and he's a golfer who is an absolute striper. Great ball striker, great off the tee, great on approach. He's a horrible putter. But one thing I always say with Ryan Gerard, just get him on Bermuda. Luckily for us, we have Bermuda this week. So Ryan Gerard is a PGA Tour winner who I think could be in for a great week here. Then Eric Cole. Eric Cole had a rough week in Bermuda, but the wind really cooked on him and really picked up. I mean, it picked up on everyone. You don't want Eric Cole in those conditions. You want Eric Cole in calm conditions, and that's what we're going to have here. The forecast is not picking up for too much wind. So Eric Cole hit fairways, get hot on the approach, and then make some putts. This is his style of golf. He's going to be another click that I'm going to make right now. So I really love clearly this middle of the 7K range. That leaves us with some room to play. Anyone towards the top, if I had to go to someone, it would be Sahith Theegala, actually. I know he's going to be a little bit chalky, but he showed some really great signs in Bermuda, and he's got Carl Smith back on his bag, tapping that creativity. And the thing with Sahith is he could play well on any golf course. It's just a matter of if the price is right. He's in the 7K range, and we know he can win for sure. Like, I also like Jacob Bridgman, but I don't think I want to go up to the 79 price when I obviously like guys towards the middle of this 7K range. Towards the bottom of the 7K range, Max McGreevy and Doug Game, guys that I love so much. Max McGreevy almost won last week, and he's a Bermuda merchant. All of his best golf comes on Bermuda. Doug Game, a very balanced week in Bermuda. He did everything well, even the putter. It was all right. Towards the bottom, there's some interesting names that I think could be make or breakers. Andrew Novak, Austin Eckroat, and Luke Clan. I think these are some of the best prices on the board, but one of them is going to miss the cut. So don't play them all in one lineup. Not that you probably would anyway. But Andrew Novak, he lives here, and he was a top 10 machine last year. Like, the dude didn't need the best form. He would just come out and play great, finish inside the top 10. Like, the dude almost won in Hilton Head. Very similar style of golf, very similar area of the country. I'm down for Andrew Novak. Austin Eckroat's kind of been boomer bust. The ball striking stats aren't great, but this is Austin Eckroat golf. He's won on Bermuda before, and he's won on a golf course where you have to hit fairways, avoid some water, and get hot on the approach. That's what we have to do here. Luke Clan finished, I believe, T2 here last year, and this is a golf course where he takes that young buck strategy and just launches it with the approach. Launches it with the driver. Just super aggressive off the tee, then get hot with the putter and get hot with the wedges. So I really like these three make or break guys at the bottom of this 7K range. And then towards really the bottom, I wouldn't mind Steven Yeager at 7K. I think the price is just right. And he's, before his miscut in Mexico, which should have been a golf course that made a ton of sense for him, he was playing really well. So I'm back to Steven Yeager at a great price, 7K. So we have 82 to build with. We'll find one guy in the 6K range and do a little 6K range preview, and then go back up and select what we gotta select. I want to touch on Webb Simpson at 69. Anytime Webb gets in these weak field events, he makes a ton of birdies and flirts with the top 10. That's all I'll say. He doesn't always stay there in the top 10, but he flirts. Same thing with Where is he? Zach Johnson. Zach Johnson, when he plays in this weak field events at this area, this stage of his career, he makes birdies and flirts with the top 10, whether that's in the first round, whether that's late on Friday. It's just like funny. Like these guys know their courses, know their games, they're legends of the game, and they show out. So I don't mind if you want to click Zach Johnson or Webb Simpson in an event like this, but someone that we're going to pick is actually going to be Chan Kim. We talked about Chan Kim last week, and what did he do? He started his first 12 holes at +8, and then he bounced back for a T22 finish with a +4 round 4. When the conditions are easy and they're fair, Chan Kim is elite. Chan Kim can make a ton of birdies, and they're going to be this week. So Chan Kim is definitely my favorite 6K play. If I had to pick someone towards the bottom of the 6K range, shout out Braden Thornberry. We had Braden Thornberry last week at 500 to 1, and he started birdie on Sunday, 2-stroke lead. Obviously didn't go well, but shout out Braden Thornberry. So if I had to pick someone towards the bottom, it'd probably be Hayden Buckley. When Hayden Buckley gets going, it's a strong driving accuracy and good on Bermuda. So he'd be my bottom of the 8K range pick. But we're gonna go with Chan Kim. We'll pencil him in here and then see what we got left to make our final selection. Chan Kim 66. We have 9-9 left to play with. Fun lineup here. I really do like this lineup. All the way up to 9-9. I guess we like Thorbjorn, but anyone in the 8K range you want to go with? Let's go with Thorbjorn Olesen because I said he was my favorite play in the 9K range. Right there's the lineup. Michael Thorbjornsen, Keith Mitchell, Ryan Gerardo, Cole Chan Kim, and Thorbjorn Olesen. Very unique lineup. Leaves 700 on the table. I think this could definitely be a 5 or 6, 6 to 6. Hopefully win us $1 million. But nonetheless, that is the DFS preview. Back tonight with the bets. So tune in. Any questions, you know where to find me, and I'll catch you guys soon. Peace out.